Welcome to my madness, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be taking a look at this Jada Toys Street Fighter M Bison, a figure I've been very much looking forward to getting a hold of because Jada Toys Street Fighter line has blown me away. They have been fantastic across the board. I have loved every figure that they've come out with so far. And so I could not wait to get my hands on this one. I actually pre-ordered this guy back in February from Big Bad Toy Store. And here we are in July, and it took till this week for it to show up, which I know is not Big Bad Toy Store's fault, but I was getting a little impatient, I gotta tell you. But it is finally here. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at him real quick and see what we've got going on here. So for accessories, you do get a couple of open kind of clawed hands. And then of course you do get some replacement shoulder pads, which you can pull the cape off and replace these so he just has the uncaped look. And then of course you do get a power effect there for his fist and kind of a neutral head there with not much of an expression, which is nice. But let's be honest, it's M. Bison. I want him having that mean look on his face all the time. All right, so as far as articulation goes, it's pretty basic stuff for Jada. And what I mean by that is that it's Marvel Legends level articulation. So we've got double jointed elbows, bicep swivels, thigh swivels, double jointed knees that do come up pretty damn far. He can kick his own ass with legs that thick. That's pretty impressive in an action figure. He does have this upper kind of dumbbell torso joint up in there. Head is on a ball peg, and he can look up okay, I guess, but considering this is M. Bison and you might want to display him flying forward like a cannonball, his head doesn't really come up as much as you might like. That may be up to you, depends on how you want to display him. I'm just going to display him like this so it doesn't bother me that much. And of course we got standard ankles, standard wrists, we do have the butterfly joint, so everything's pretty standard there. He does come with a little bit of extra articulation in as far as the cape. The cape here is mounted on these pegs that go into the shoulders, and they can actually swivel back, which is awesome. So if you do want to have him in that flying pose, you can kind of push that back and the shoulder pads move up and back so that he can kind of still have the cape sitting flush behind him. The cape itself is also really cool since we are talking about articulation. This is a wired cape, wired all the way around, which is really nice, and it's made out of this, I don't know what this material is, some sort of synthetic material. It's not any kind of cloth or anything. It almost feels like a rainproof type of material and feels really thick and durable, which is really nice. It feels like a really good solid cape. I feel like they did a really good job on that, especially with it being a wired cape. I love it. I gotta be honest, it's one of the best capes that I have seen, you know, cloth goods, quote unquote, cape that I have seen on an action figure really ever. And here it is on this $25 Jada Toys M. Bison figure. I think they did a fantastic job. Now, as far as sculpt and, you know, paint and all that kind of goes, he's a pretty basic color scheme, as you would expect from the, you know, video game itself. So a lot of red molded plastic. We do have some paint details there on the belt and the blue stripe there on the hat. And then this is painted silver, which looks really nice there on the bracers and the shoulder pads and everything and on the feet. So really nice sculpt, really nice paint, lots of good details. There is even some texturing on the suit itself, which is kind of hard to see, but it is there. Everything looks really good. Dude, it looks like M. Bison, and honestly, what more do you want out of that? So for comparison's sake here, let's line him up with all the rest of the Jada Toys Street Fighter figures that have come out so far. So of course we've got Ken, we've got Ryu, Fei Long, Chun-Li, Dalsim. Of course, Bison is the biggest, tallest, chunkiest one there, as he should be, and he looks absolutely perfect with the rest of them. So now let's talk about price and whether or not it's worth it. And I already mentioned this is a $25 figure. Is it worth it at that price? And I say hell yes. Look, so far, every single Jada figure that has come out in this line has been absolutely worth it. They are well done figures, well sculpted, well painted, well articulated, come with lots of great accessories. Every single one of them has been a home run. Every single one of them. And this one is by far no different. Now, I will say so far, this is not my favorite one. My favorite one still remains Dalsim, which just because of coming with the, you know, bendy wire arms and legs was just a fantastic figure. That thing is just great. I love it. But You know, as I'm sitting here looking at it, this is probably my second favorite figure in the line right now. And again, $25, man. This is standard entry-level retail for a 6-inch scale figure right now. Of course, it's absolutely worth it. If you like this line at all, hell, even if you don't like this line, even if you don't care anything about Street Fighter, these are fantastic figures, and this one is no exception. It is definitely worth picking up at that $25 price range, and I do not think you will regret it. So, that is it, guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of not just M. Bison, but what you think of this line in general, and always remember to enjoy your collection.